What if I told you that the very things you've been running away from, your failures, your flaws, your pain, are actually the keys to becoming unstoppable? Most people think strength comes from winning, but in truth, strength is forged in loss. It's born in rejection. It's sharpened by failure. The strongest steel is made in the hottest fire. And so are you. Today, I want to talk about something most people don't dare to face: accepting the bad. Not ignoring it, not denying it, but embracing it. Because only when you embrace it can you transform it into fuel for your greatness. Every single one of us has scars. Some you can see, most you cannot. A broken dream, a failed business, a heartbreak, a betrayal, maybe even years wasted doing something you hated. And yet, we've been conditioned to hide those scars, to cover up the pain, to pretend everything is fine. On social media, you scroll past perfect pictures, perfect lives, perfect smiles, but behind closed doors, most people are broken, afraid, and insecure. Here's the truth: pretending doesn't make you stronger. It makes you weaker. Running away from your pain doesn't free you. It chains you tighter. The real warriors in life are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who fall 100 times, but rise 101. Take Richard Branson, one of the world's most influential entrepreneurs. Born with dyslexia, he struggled to read and write. Teachers labeled him as slow. Society whispered that he wouldn't make it. That flaw could have been the end of his story. But Branson chose differently. Instead of hiding from his weakness, he embraced it. He accepted it, and then he transformed it into his strength. His inability to read fast pushed him to become a world-class listener. That skill alone became a secret weapon in business. Today, he is not remembered for his weakness, but for his empire, Virgin Group. This is the essence of greatness: accept the flaw and then rise above it. Acceptance is not surrender. It's not saying I give up. No, acceptance is courage. It's saying, yes, this is my pain. Yes, this is my weakness. Yes, this is my failure. And I own it, because when you own it, it no longer owns you. As the Japanese poet Kenji Miyazawa once said, "We must embrace pain and burn it as fuel for our journey." Think about that. Every tear, every setback, every night you cried yourself to sleep, it's fuel. You can either waste it or you can ignite it. The reason most people stay average is simple. They don't want to feel pain. They avoid discomfort. They hide from failure. And by doing so, they avoid growth. But life is not about avoiding storms. It's about learning to dance in the rain. It's about saying, this storm is mine. These failures are mine, and they are shaping me into who I must become. Greatness is not about avoiding the bad. It's about walking straight into the fire and coming out forged, not burned. So let me ask you right now, what are you running away from? What flaw are you ashamed of? What failure still haunts you? Today, I challenge you to stop running. Face it. Write it down. Say it out loud. Accept it. And then ask yourself, how can I use this to become stronger? Because the truth is, no one respects the person who pretends to be perfect. We respect the fighter who bleeds, who stumbles, who falls, yet still rises. This is just the beginning. In the next part, we'll go deeper into how acceptance is not just about surviving the bad, but transforming it into unstoppable power. But for now, remember this: happiness begins with acceptance. Strength begins with acceptance. Transformation begins with acceptance. You cannot change what you do not first accept. So embrace the bad, because inside the bad, lies the seed of your greatness. If pain is the fire, then how do you use that fire without letting it burn you down? If failure is the teacher, then how do you learn instead of giving up? The answer is this: you must transform the bad. You must take the very thing meant to break you and turn it into the reason you cannot be broken. In the US military, there's a saying, embrace the suck. It means, don't complain about the pain. Don't run from the hardship. Don't resist the discomfort. Instead, lean into it, own it, accept it. Because that's how warriors are made. Champions are not built when the stadium is full, when the spotlight is on, when the crowd is cheering. No, champions are made when the stands are empty, when nobody's watching. When you're alone in the dark, doing those extra push-ups, running that extra mile, or studying when everyone else is sleeping, that's when greatness is built. When you embrace the grind, embrace the pain, embrace the suck. Think of pain as a gym for your mind. Every time you face rejection, it's like lifting weights for your soul. Every time you fail, it's resistance training for your character. Every time life knocks you down, it's a test to see if you're willing to get back up stronger. David Goggins, a man who pushed through poverty, obesity, and Navy SEAL training, once said, "Do something that sucks every single day of your life." That's how you grow the lesson. Stop wishing life was easier. Start training yourself to get stronger. How do you transform the bad into strength? 3 steps. 1. Face it directly. Stop denying it. Say, yes, I failed. Yes, I'm flawed. Yes, I hurt too. Extract the lesson. Every failure comes with a message. Ask, what is this teaching me? 3. Build resilience. Use that lesson to sharpen your character, to strengthen your resolve, to push forward with new wisdom. William James once said, acceptance of what has happened is the first step to overcoming the consequences of any misfortune. That's the blueprint. Accept, arrow learn, arrow rise. Think of Thomas Edison. Thousands of failed attempts before the light bulb. Thousands of humiliating moments when the world thought he was crazy. When asked about his failures, Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's acceptance. That's transformation. He didn't deny the failure. He owned it. And in doing so, he turned it into a stepping stone for one of the greatest inventions in history. Now, let me ask you again, what failure are you still running from? What pain are you still ashamed of? What if that pain wasn't your curse, but your greatest gift? What if the thing you hate most about yourself is the very thing that could make you legendary? Remember this. Growth begins when we accept our weaknesses. So stop hiding them. Stop pretending to be perfect. Perfection inspires nobody. But resilience, courage, the willingness to accept your scars and still rise, that inspires the world. Life will never stop throwing storms at you, but storms are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to shape you. Acceptance is not the end of the journey. It's the beginning. It's the spark that ignites transformation. So in the next part, we'll go even deeper. We'll talk about how to carry acceptance into your daily life, how to make it your power, and how to turn every obstacle into a weapon for greatness. But for now, let this truth sink in. You are not broken. You are being built. You are not cursed. You are being carved. You are not lost. You are being led to a stronger, unshakable version of yourself. By now you understand the truth. Pain is not your enemy. Failure is not the end. Weakness is not a curse. They are your teachers, your trainers, your hidden allies. But here's the real challenge. How do you live this out every single day? How do you carry acceptance with you into your relationships, your career, your dreams? Acceptance is not a one-time decision. It's a daily practice. When you look in the mirror and see your flaws, accept them, and then work on them. When you stumble and make mistakes, accept them, and then learn from them. When life throws obstacles your way, accept them, and then use them as fuel. Louise Hay once said, "Self-approval and self-acceptance in the now are the main keys to positive changes in every area of our lives." That means this: change doesn't start when everything is perfect. Change starts when you accept yourself right here, right now, even with all the mess. Happiness is not about everything being perfect. George Orwell said it best: "Happiness can exist only in acceptance." Think about that. Happiness is not waiting for the pain to disappear. It's not waiting until you're flawless. It's finding peace in the middle of the storm. It's saying, yes, I'm imperfect. Yes, life is unfair, but I am still enough. And I am still moving forward. When you accept what you cannot control, you reclaim the power to focus on what you can. That's freedom. Let's be honest. Life will never be fair. You will be criticized. You will be betrayed. You will be rejected. You will fail. But here's the difference between those who crumble and those who rise. Acceptance. The weak ask, "Why me?" The strong say, "Try me." When you stop fighting reality, you stop wasting energy on denial, and you start using that energy to build your future. Dale Carnegie once said, "When the fierce burning winds blow over our lives and we cannot prevent them, let us too accept the inevitable and then get busy and pick up the pieces. That's life." Sometimes everything will fall apart: your job, your relationship, your health. And in those moments, you have two choices. One, sit in the ruins and cry, "Why?" Two, or accept the wreckage, pick up the pieces, and start rebuilding. Remember, every empire was built from ashes. Every comeback story began in ruins. Let me speak directly to you. You are stronger than you think. The pain you're carrying right now, it's not proof that you're broken. It's proof that you're alive, that you're fighting, that you're still in the game. Your scars are not shameful. They are badges of honor, proof that you've been tested and proof that you've survived. So don't hide them, wear them. Let them remind you that you are unbreakable. Kenji Miyazawa once said, "We must embrace pain and burn it as fuel for our journey." So take your heartbreak and turn it into compassion. Take your failure and turn it into wisdom. Take your weakness and turn it into discipline. Take your scars and turn them into strength. This is how legends are made, not by avoiding pain, but by transforming it. So here's my challenge to you. This week, write down one thing in your life you've been avoiding, one failure, one pain, one weakness. Instead of running from it, accept it, own it. Then take one action, no matter how small, that uses it to make you stronger. Because if you can do that day by day, you will become unstoppable. Life will never be perfect, but that's the point. Perfection doesn't inspire. Pain does. Scars do. Comebacks do. So embrace the bad, accept the flaws, Welcome the pain, because inside every storm is a seed of strength, a seed of greatness, a seed of transformation. And when you learn to accept it, nothing and no one will ever be able to stop you. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning. Accept it, embrace it, transform it.